Welcome back to Tom's Gear Rides again, boys and girls. Good morning. Today, pow, it is belt season. Today we are working on pow, Husqvarna YTH22V46 yard tractor hydrostatic 22 horsepower V twin 46-inch deck. Yeah, and it is what I like to call belt season. In the spring, when we have so much rain, you know, all these spring weeds, the grass is so darn thick. And this summer too, here it is July. Man, it has rained every single day and this grass is thick. People are calling me left and right. Oh, through a blade belt, my drive belt. Belts. People are cutting too low and too fast. You're either going to throw or break a deck belt or a transmission belt. This one broke a transmission fan blade too. I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. Pow! Broke the whole center out of it. Part number 53822. Fan blade. Fender blade. Well, let's lower this thing, get the battery out of it. The belt to me looks fine. He probably hit a big old clump going up a hill because he's got hills. He just threw a belt and the belt probably got into this fan right here. And just broke the center out of it. Because he told me it wouldn't drive, so when we was pushing it, this fell out at my feet. So, okay, let's get this thing lowered down, get the battery out so we can have access to the top of the transmission. Alright. I don't think it's been too long since I've done some work on this thing. Alright. First thing you want to do is get the battery out. Always take the negative cable off first. Alright, make sure they don't touch the terminal there. Pull this off. Oh, lordy. Let's unplug this seat switch right here. Careful not to break that tab right there. There we go. Get that unplugged. And now we'll just pull the battery out and then we'll pull the battery tray out. Battery tray right here's got two little tabs holding that tray in. Okay. These battery terminal cables and this wire goes through that little slot. Get these out of the way. The wire through. Set the tray over there. Alright, let's grab the flashlight and we'll see what we're working on here. There it is, right there. That's what's left of the fan. There's the belt guides. Right there, there, and there. Alright. So we got to get the impact and buzz that nut off there, and it ought to come right off for us. rubber socket. There's a little nut, and there's what's left of the fan. Okay. Okay. Make sure you don't jostle this pulley, because this pulley sits, it just sits over that shaft, and this little 6-star pattern, little washer spacer deal there, that slides over, and this pulley will sit on that little pattern like that. Then the new fan will just sit on top of that. That's all there is to it. And here's the belt. The belt looks pretty good. It doesn't seem hurt. So what we'll do, set the parking brake. So we'll throw a bunch of slack on there. All right, let me hit pause. I'm gonna change cameras here and get a different tripod. All right, first thing we gotta do is get the belt back on there. Get the belt back on there. Grab my flashlight here. Okay. Gotta get it back on the front engine pulley. What's going on with my flashlight? There it is. Okay, let's go around here and see what we can do about getting it back on the engine pulley. Y'all hold your breath, we're going under. I'll get my hand in there. Can't see what I'm doing. I'm gonna lay the camera right there. Get on my knees here or see what's going on. Okay, we're in on this side. Let's see, we gotta get the belt on that side. If we can get it inside that keeper. There we go, it looks like we did. I cannot see a thing up in there. It looks like it's in. Then what we have to do is, so much easier if you remove the deck, but I just didn't feel like it. I just didn't feel like it. Okay, let's go under again. Grab my flashlight. Yeah, I can tell, it looks like we're inside the pulley on the front engine pulley. Make sure we're inside the pulleys here. We're in there. This belt needs to be inside of there, it appears. Well, let me go around to the other side. I can't really get a good eyeball on it to see what's going on. Let's see, that goes around there like that. Do I have it on properly? It definitely needs to go through there. Like that. Alright, let me get it around the transmission pulley. And then I'm going to undo the parking brake. Throw all the tension back on the belt. Crawl back under there, make sure it's on properly. I just had a guy call wanting me to work on a Toro 30 inch. No, I have the luxury of telling somebody no. I do not work on them 30-inch Toro walk behinds. God, I hate them things. Don't have to, don't want to. Yeah, when you put this belt back on there, you're going to pull that pulley off of its little pattern right there. So we'll get it back on here. Make sure it's inside those 3 guides. Looks good. That's down properly. We'll go ahead and get the fan on there. Make sure it's still on. Get the nut back on there. We'll undo the parking brake, throw the tension back on the belt. That way we can hit it with the impact. I'm going to get that nut down as far as I can. Find somewhere to set this camera in a precarious little position here. Okay. Very gently, make sure it's down. Okay, the nut's all the way down. We'll undo the parking brake. Yeah, that belt is on wrong. Just wrap around that bar down there. See, it's wrapped around that. That's wrong. Right there. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. Gotta make sure you do it right. Burn that feller's belt. Let's pull this fan back off. Let's set the parking brake back. Just pull this pulley off here. Set that right there. Now what in the world has transpired here? How did that get up there like that? Let's figure it out. Let me raise the tractor back up so I can get under it. A little ride under here. Let's see, it comes down through there. But how did it get under or on top? There we go, I think. Let me go around to this side. I just can't get an eyeball on it. Neck is right in my way. In there like that. There, let's see what that gives us. I got all day to figure this out. What's that guy doing out there? All right. Just take your time. Make sure everything is perfect. Now that is proper. Okay, I believe we've got her now. I believe we've got her. Make sure it goes inside the belt guides. It's on that little 6-star pattern inside. All right, we are good. We are good. Now we'll put the fan and nut back on. Undo the parking brake again. All right, we're on there. Undo the parking brake again. All right, belt's got some good tension on it. So what I'm going to do, I'll find somewhere good to put the camera so I can get my hand on it. I'm gonna take it and, well, I was gonna try to hold that belt. Be careful when you do this, because man, you will hurt yourself. Okay, we're good and tight. Good and tight. Now we'll raise it back up and inspect the belt again. No one under. Let's see, let's take a look over here. It's inside the engine pulley. That's good. Runs back. Goes around this one. Inside this keeper. Goes around this one. Inside that keeper. Goes to the transmission. Inside those keepers. Comes back around to this one. It's inside that keeper. Back to the engine. It appears we got it. It appears. Now we'll put the battery back in it and take it for a spin. Take it for a spin. Okay, everything looks good. From the top. All right. All right, let me change cameras again. We'll set the other one up. All right. Battery tray. Take the battery cables up through here. Seat switch wires. Up through here. tangled around each other. I've got it. Keep it down. See if I can do this with one hand. I'm gonna have to get a pair of needle nose pliers or something, get a hold of that thing. Let me set the camera over here. Make sure you get the little prongs in there properly, don't bend one of them. All the way on. All right. Plug the CD in, put the battery back in. Don't get the battery put on backwards. Put that back on. Put the positive cable back on first. Don't touch that with the wrench. Get that out of the way. Get the terminals nice and tight. Cover that up. And this is a hydro gear transmission. I think I failed to mention that. All right. Battery terminal protector. Always like to spray these. It makes it look like such a professional job. Right. There's the deck back up. Let's take it for a spin. Well, I don't have a key. I'll steal this one. Raise it back up, make sure we don't see nothing getting skint, smoking, frayed. Lower the deck back down. Grab us a light. Well, let me change cameras again. We're going back under. Y'all hang with. Going under. Everything looks pretty good. I just blinded myself. Everything looks pretty good. This around the engine pulley pretty good. All right. Well, all right, boys and girls, that is a transmission fan and putting the belt back on a Husqvarna YTH22V46. And this one has the hydro gear transmission. Hydro gear. Pretty nice tractor, I like that. Runs and drives smooth. It's got the 22 horse Briggs and Stratton EX2200cc. All right. No 724cc, not 2200. That would be a big engine. All right. All right, boys and girls, thanks for watching another Tool and Louie video. Remember to take your vegetables and eat your vitamins. Love one another. Holler if you need me. Say something positive about one person today. And by golly, I love y'all guys. Y'all hang with, and we will catch y'all on the next one.